Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Jackie Fish and welcome to Rising Lords. This is a game I recently found. It's been in early access for a couple months now, but it's a ton of fun. I've been messing around with it and it's a nice little change of pace. Basically, it is a 4X medieval, kingdom building game. Has really awesome artwork and you can fight some pretty cool battles as well on the map, which I don't think a lot of other 4X strategy games kind of take this approach. It's kind of got the old style of Heroes of Might and Magic approach when you move around actually on the campaign map to fight, and I'll show you guys all about that when we do dive in. So if we just jump into like a scenario, there's plenty of different ones, and I also believe there's a big update coming in with Gothic Knights and a whole ton of other really cool stuff being added to the game a little bit later on. So there's a handful of custom scenarios you can do, and you can also do some much larger custom battles and stuff like that. We're just going to play one on, I think it is, where's Wessex? Yeah, Mercia and Wessex. This is one we're going to play on. There's a handful of players you can pick from. You can set up all the resources. We've just got a medium resources, medium, no battle timer, and just set up. You can also do a quite cool thing of customizing your character, adding in certain points to give your character a few more bonuses. For example, I could take this ability, which gives our general a little bit more damage as you do build units on the campaign map. For example, I could do health in regions and stuff like that. So there's a lot of really cool bonuses, and also this game does have a ton, so we're just going to actually just pick popular and just do that nice and simple. But this game does also have a really cool kind of card system as well. It's kind of like a board game in a sense. I think that's kind of the aesthetic and the style the game is going for, where you have these random cards that pop up and try and, you know, some are good, some are bad, and you kind of just have to roll with the punches, which is, again, I really like that. I love games that make board games and do them well on the PC. So yeah, we are now in the glorious southern kingdom of Mercia and Wessex in the UK, and we are set up. So we are going to be up here in the north. You can see that we have 6 villagers currently in our kingdom. Hopefully we will expand that, and basically you go around the map conquering these smaller cities which gain you more resources. Each region is individual. You can see down here I'm currently in this region right now. If I was to move over, I'd be in like there. There's basically separate ones: Suffolk, Essex down here. We've got Northampton, and so on and so on. You've got other players around the map as well, but we are playing on the easiest difficulty just because I don't really want to get into any massive player wars at the moment. Maybe if you guys want to see me stream this, then let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, let's start up. So first things first, we have wheat, we have sheep, we have horses and cattle, and again, all these resources are completely randomized what you start around by. So we have an iron mine over here, just a quarry, just a normal stone mine here, and we can't change that. We have some cattle in the north grazing, so we're going to need to go ahead and get some food up and running, and unfortunately, it doesn't seem like we have a wheat field. We could change one of these fields to a wheat field if we wanted to. Basically, what we do to work this, we have kind of population. These 6 population are like our workforce, which we're going to want to stick down on them. So, for example, if we want to stick someone on here, we'll just do that, and all of a sudden we're starting to get a bunch of cattle, which is great, which is actually really good. You can also set what you're eating and what you're not eating as well, which is always cool. So, for example, I don't want to be losing myself some sheep, so we could do that as well to keep them alive. But not having that wheat income is actually really brutal in the early game. So I might have to change one of these fields. I don't think we can survive. Maybe we could survive with not eating. No, we literally can't survive. We have to have the wheat. We have to have the resources coming in. So we've got normal rations, and I guess we're going to change this the sheep field over to a wheat field. And you can see we're going to start planting, and again, I love the art style of all these different jobs. They look really cool. And basically, we're gonna plant the seeds, and then obviously when fall comes around, we're then gonna harvest it. So we're gonna be losing wheat up until we're not losing wheat, basically. So let's do that. We can probably stick 2 guys onto the farm. Again, it will just basically plant more seeds, and then it will obviously yield us more. We'll have some on cattle as well, and we can eat the cattle as well. Yeah, we could eat some cattle. We're also going to lose all of our sheep next turn, unfortunately. So we might as well eat them as well if we can. Yeah, we might as well eat the sheep. And can we just boost our stuff? No, we can't go into more rations. So basically, that's all good. We can also have our population. Every 250 population, you gain an additional worker. So you want to kind of try and pop that up. Health is reliant on how big your city is. The bigger it is, the worse it's going to be, and you obviously have to build stuff to counteract that. Speaking of which, probably going to want to build another manor house, maybe even an inn early on. Inns are great because they give you a flat amount of happiness, but you have to spend resources to keep them there. Could also think about just smashing out a manor house really early on. It's going to cost us 200 wood. But I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to get a manor house, and then obviously we now have to build that. So we're going to stick 2 on that. And then we have someone else as well that we're going to want to put down somewhere. We could clear this this woodland area right here, and it will take 6 turns to clear it, but then we'll have another farm operational. We could start working on our quarry to get some stone, or we can start getting some wood, and I think we're going to need some wood, so we're going to stick this guy over onto this thing. We also get roaming characters as well that go around. We can hire them. These are mercenaries. Obviously, we're not at war, so we don't need them. You also have merchants as well. I'm also going to stick my my taxes up to probably just half, start getting some money in, because we can spend this gold with a merchant when he arrives, and that'll be very useful. So, yeah, so it was kind of unfortunate. Yeah, we're going to unfortunately have to let the cattle die, the sheep die, because there's just nothing we can do. We need the wheat income. I don't think there's a way I could just spam out tons of cattle and survive. Maybe there is. Maybe I would have just needed to put a handful of people onto the cattle, and we would have been fine. As you can see, the seasons change. On, and we're currently 2 turns into building our next manor house, which will be nice, just giving us that higher population. There is also immigration as well. People do travel between these regions as well. If I have really low taxes and good food, more people will come from these other regions and join me. You can see as well, there's fog of war as well, so I can't see what else the AI is doing if they're going in to conquer. And the music is pretty intense as well, I'm not going to lie. So yeah, we'll continue to build that. Got our farms, got our wood income coming in, 60 turns of that. So one of the things this game I think could do a lot better is the UI. The UI is kind of a bit all over the place and in your face. It's probably my biggest complaint. Like, the gameplay is really fun, and the seasons are cool and stuff like that. Combat's cool, but it's like the UI, when I hover over, obviously, it's just like in your face, and it could have been just done a lot better, in my opinion. But for £15, I'm not going to complain too much. So we got our next manor house, so that's going to boost that up. We probably now want to build an inn. Start getting that residual happiness so we get more people migrating to us. Would be good. So let's get that inn coming in. And we'll probably just stick 2 people on it, so it'll be done in 3 turns. And then we have another citizen we can stick somewhere. I think we're going to stick him on this stone resource, or do we really want to pump out some wood? Well, I guess clearing this wouldn't be a bad idea either. Get another field in. Not that we're going to need it right away, but it could be good to start getting the sheep hordes back in. Because if we can get the sheep in, that's going to be really good. Really good for us. And as you can see, as fall does turn around, our crops are ready to be harvested, and now our wheat's going to go up to 800. So you kind of lose wheat throughout the seasons as you eat it, and then when it comes around, you then harvest the crops, and that's going to be good. Our health is going down. I don't really know why it's going down so much. Next season effects. We're losing it because of... I mean, it doesn't tell me. It says current health. It tells me the health of the next round. It tells me how much I'm losing. But it doesn't really tell me why. Obviously, it gives me regions, like larger rations is better. The season plays a role. Maybe it's just as we go into winter, the seasons are really bad for us, maybe. I'm not too sure. But yeah, losing that health is going to be hard for our population, but it's fine. It's fine. Got some good money. The merchant should be around soon. Our inn will be built in 2 more turns, and then what we can do, we can then build a blacksmith and start building our army and look to start putting a little bit of pressure out on the main map. Yeah, I think it's just winter. I think winter severely does hit the people hard, because we have plenty of population. We're not overcrowded. We have good happiness as well. Yeah, actually, really good happiness. 69 happiness. This is being slowly taken away, which is good. We should get another population next turn, I think. Current pop, yeah, we'll get another pop next turn as well, so we can probably stick back on clearing with food. Maybe even start working on getting some stone in. Nice, our inn has now been done as well. So we'll go over to turn 6. Say goodbye to winter. And we will, probably leave someone working on... Yeah, we'll leave someone working on this, on the inn. But I should start to see our happiness go up a nice little amount. I'm not sure if this actually costs. Does it tell me? Increases happiness and gold. So we should start making a bit more money from this inn. I'm not sure if it takes away wheat to build like hops or something. I'm not too sure. And as you can see, you can build up pretty gnarly fortresses as well. You can build up stone fortresses, and they play a big role in the combat. I'm probably going to come down here, though, and try and take out this region, try and take out Suffolk, when we have that army nice and up and built. So this region is still being worked on, which is fine. We've got wood going on. So probably what I want to do now is get a blacksmith up and running so we can start building troops. So let's start working on the smithy. Do we not have enough resources? We don't have enough wood. Okay. Then you can go work on get us some more wood. 120 wood, that should be enough next turn. And I might even just take you as well whilst we have you, and we're not really struggling for happiness, and stick you over on to clear this out. Clear it out a little bit quicker, and then that'll free up another civilian. And once again, you can see it slowly being taken away as well. All the rabble and stuff, all the vines and overgrown. And yeah, these are one of the cards you get. I think there's a random chance you get one of these every single turn. Some can be really good, some can be really bad. But luckily, yeah, well, no, not luckily, basically there's a disease and our cattle died. So if we were heavily just relying on feeding our people through the cattle, then that could have been really, really bad for us, because we would have just lost a large amount of our food. And that's kind of one of the reasons I wanted to kind of change out our production a little bit, or as much as I could. So wood production's good. We can probably, yeah, we can take one more guy from this, right? Bring him back here, and then start our smithy up. Yeah, we have everything. Also, we haven't got the merchant once yet. I would have loved to have bought some more wool or something. Would have been great. Yeah, we have a good overall region, which is nice. We have 2 manor houses as well. Yeah, so that allows us to keep on getting population. We should get another pop next turn, I think. I might even just lower taxes and get people to start coming to us. It'll really, I mean, our happiness is so high, so people should be immigrating to us. Not that I can see anyone. You can actually see it on the map. So if we lower taxes, our gold is in a fine situation. We'll start building on this, but we will drag more people over. It's just, I'm going to need some resources. Yeah, nice. That's cleared now, so we can start farming that if we want to. Because again, you do need a lot of resources, and boom, we did just get another civilian there. And the merchant is finally here. Not that I don't know if there's anything I really want to buy. Maybe we can get some more iron so we can build more military stuff, or we could just straight up buy the armor and the weapons. We could also sell some stuff if we have a lot of. We don't really have a ton of anything, so besides maybe cattle we could sell. But I don't think so. I think we'll just buy some cotton. Yeah, we'll buy a bit of cotton and probably just leave it at that, because cotton can be useful for all sorts of things. And we'll stick you on there. We'll leave someone in there. And I don't know why we're losing population again. Because we've got low taxes, which should make people want to come. We've got decent rations, normal rations. It's not like we're giving away anything, but no one is wanting to join us at all. And you can see a nice little region overview here as well, kind of showing us everything that's going on. Okay, well, either way, our smithy will be done in the next couple of turns. And as soon as that's done, we can start producing weapons. Probably going to be getting bows, because we have a lot of people, or 2 guys on wood right now. The next merchant is here as well. Again, don't really need anything. And we're going to need gold as well to build our army. One of the really cool things as well is troops directly. We can also start eating our cattle as well if we wanted to. And we'll kind of keep on building up our cattle. Yeah, we'll keep on building up our cattle just a little bit, little by little, I think. Again, we have that spare farm for when we grow a little bit. We've got really, like, amazing happiness, like, insanely good happiness. But I really like the way this game approaches, like, the seasons. Like, I feel like that's something that Total War could do way better, is approaching, like, each of the seasons. And I know there's a lot of mods like Ancient Empires who have tried to do that in the past, but just don't really have the tools to really commit to it. Like changing seasons, the way that the economy works, basically if you build a big army, it'll take away all these pops from your lands. It means you can't feed people, you can't produce stuff. It's like a really, really cool system. So it's going to be done next turn anyway, so we might as well take this guy off. Maybe start getting some stone in now. And then we'll have this to go from. Yeah, I mean, we've got a nice little pop. We're building, we're growing. And as you can see, hey, some people are starting to leave Suffolk and coming to me now as well. So we're going to have some migration. I want to serve Jackie Fish instead. True dat. True dat, my son. I'm originally from Suffolk. Jackie Fish serfs are being treated very well. Indeed they are, and they will continue to be, good sir. So again, it'd be cool if they gave you some more information on, like, where the population is going. I mean, it does actually tell you. Oh, but we see, oh, that's kind of cool as well. There's deaths as well. So I guess a lot more people probably die in the winter, and that's why you lose health and stuff like that. Okay, cool. Cool. So yeah, we've got a nice little production. The only thing we don't really have, which I would quite like to pick up on, is probably an iron deposit. I don't know if they have an iron deposit in the south. I mean, we'll take a look, actually. Maybe Suffolk would be a good place to go to try and pick up that. If the other deposits they have, yeah, this is an iron mine, right? Iron mine, yeah, iron mine. So we want to build an army and go down there as quickly as possible. So over here as well, we can decide what we want to build. So I think I'm just happy keeping it for, yeah, building some more bows so we can have more archers. It's probably good in the early game, and it's obviously going to take a lot of wood, 2 wood per one we're building every turn, but you can see it is currently going up as well over here. And now we can move this guy elsewhere. I might start working on some like sheep or something so we can get some armor for our boys. So I might do this and then change this over to sheep. Yeah, you can start working on the cattle. And I wonder if cattle as well. I think it does. The more cattle you have, the more you get because they're like breeding a lot quicker. And obviously I imagine in the fall as well when it is lamb season and sheep season and stuff like that. I'll probably produce a little bit more. We also have a lot of people. Oh my god, our happiness is almost at 100. We don't need this many people here then for sure. So we can take another guy away. Yeah, we just need him on iron. I mean, this is fine for now because we're going to, in a second, build an army when we get a few more bows. And we're going to build up an army. For example, I could just maximize it and it will like build troops for me. But you can see it's going to take 1,700 population away. And I'm going to lose people working on my farms and stuff like that. It's going to take all my equipment. So we're not going to want to do stuff like that. We're going to want to avoid doing that for a little while until we build up maybe a few more pops and we can build an army ready to move south. Because, yeah, I mean, Suffolk is not going to be the easiest place to take. It's not going to be super hard compared to, like, this region. And there's a really good region over in Lindesey, which has, like, big fortresses and stuff, which we're not going to be any match for at the moment. But we'll continue to work this for now. We could even work for more bows if we wanted to. We do have a lot of wood. We could even just do, like, one there. And we'll be losing wood, but we'd be getting 46 bows a turn, which definitely does add up. We'll do that for a little bit because we're probably going to build an army and then go back to being a little bit more peaceful. And yeah, I just want to have a decent amount of archers that we can just hammer away. Also, if we saved up our money, we could also buy these mercenaries as well, which I imagine would be absolutely deadly. It really would be. Okay, so we'll be getting a decent amount of food, and obviously the more we grow as well, the harder it's going to be. Yeah, you can see it's hard to like produce a flock, right? And that's one of the reasons why the game asked me, do you want to get rid of these sheep? Because if you do, you're going to suffer. And maybe something I could have done is just try to clear this and build a wheat field as quickly as possible, kept my 150 sheep, and kind of go from there. We also don't want to be eating the sheep either. We could definitely be eating the cows if we want the cattle. But I think we're fine, yeah. Oh, yeah, so if you eat everything, the health actually doesn't suffer too much. Yeah, let's eat the cattle. Let's keep our health up in winter. Obviously, winter's next. We're starting to struggle a little bit on food on our normal rations, so maybe we'll stick another guy over on the wheat fields. Actually, we don't need to do it this turn because they're harvesting and we've only planted so many seeds. So let's do this for now. We've got 2,500 population, which is great. So we'll get one more turn. We're probably now that we're planting. So now that it is winter and we're planting the seeds for fall. Your happiness in Norfolk has reached its maximum. Things are wonderful. You might consider raising taxes. I mean, you said it, my friend. So yeah, now we're planting seeds. It actually does kind of matter how many pops we do stick on this, because the more pops we stick on the farm, the more we will get from our, more seeds we'll be able to plant. And in obviously fall, we'll get a bigger return. So we've got a lot of 142 bows now, which is good. I mean, sure, let's half taxes. Could even go higher as well, honestly, just normal taxes. Yeah, make a bunch of money. Okay, so we've got sheep herd, a sheep herd being done now. We get a bunch more food. We could try and think about maybe building something else as well. Some swords, maybe. We're gonna lose like all of our iron, but that's fine. We'll have like 110 swords. That should be good. And then next turn we'll build an army and we'll start marching it south and trying to take out another region. Because obviously the quicker we take another region, the better it's going to be for us in general. And I'm definitely looking forward to the next patch as well that's coming out, I think in a couple of weeks' time, which is going to add Gothic Knights and stuff. That's going to be a cool addition. Yeah, and obviously these guys can't produce more swords because this is not enough iron. So we can probably go back to maybe some lighter armor. Okay, let's get the light armor and then let's build up a small force. That should be plenty. Yeah, and then we'll go from there. So we'll have a decent amount to build up an army. Obviously, we don't get a huge army because it will take away our population. But our population is also growing quite nicely. We have good food on the go. We're going to harvest a lot of food when it comes to... Does it tell me how much food? No, it doesn't, right? Yes, well, we're going to... Oh, it does. We're going to get 11800 wheat, which is going to be big. That's going to sustain us for a while, especially when I start taking away population for troops and stuff. That's going to be good. And I think because I'm playing on the easier difficulties, like the easiest difficulty, just for the sake of it, that'd be good. Oh, poor country. We receive less taxes. It's not great. It's not great at all. Right, cool. So we've got a good amount of everything. We probably want to build another manor house, I would say. But let's build an army first. Okay, so what do we want? So obviously we want, yeah, so we definitely want bowmen. Are there any other... Yeah, there's a bunch of swords. Oh, we have crossbowmen. That's kind of cool. We'll get a bunch of bows though. So we'll get, I don't know, like 150 bows. 100 bows. That seems pretty good. Is that a lot? I don't really know what's a lot in this game. Yeah, 100's fine. It only takes away 100 pops, so that's fine. Oh god, come on. Let's just go down. There we go. So 100 bowmen. We'll also pick up, I guess, some swordsmen. Yeah, I guess 50 swords as well. Doesn't seem like it's that much. It's going to cost us a lot of money, though, to set this up. Oh my god, why did it go into my bows? There we go, cool. So just 50 swords, 100 archers? It's going to be a lot? I mean, it doesn't really seem like it's going to cost us too much. And we also have some light armor as well, so we could probably raise... What, do these guys take light armor? They do. Maybe 50 spears as well, so that's not a bad contingent, I would say. It's not going to cost us a lot. I feel like the army isn't big enough. We could just get like 700 peasants and that'd take all our money, but we don't want to quite do that. We don't really have access to anything else. We could obviously get more bows. Screw it. Let's just max out here. We'll max out on all these guys, right? Boom. Something like that. So we have 50, 50, 100. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do that. It can't be a bad army. At least I hope it's not. So we'll continue. Yeah, so muster the army. This is not a bad army, right? 250 men. We'll go from that. It obviously is on the field as well. So we can start moving it down. Probably gonna... You can only put armies at waypoints. So do we have to do this, right? Yeah, so this army will march down next turn. And then we'll look to try and take this region out, I guess, with our forces. As you can see, it's going to obviously cut down our population. We're going to have way less people working on the appropriate places. So we'll just probably stick there, continue our work on here, and probably pick up some bows. Again, because we did just use a lot of our bows, so we need to start raising them out. We also have no spears and no swords. That's why we need iron so bad. And then we're going to need to transport that iron back into this region. Okay, so I just tried to attack them, and they have way more men than I was expecting. So we're actually going to bring our army back into the town, and we're probably going to build it up just a little bit. It's going to take us a little while just to get some more men, but they had like 600 men against our 240. So we're going to need to, upgrade a few more of our resources and stuff, and maybe even give up our cattle, maybe even give up some food. Maybe even just some wood. We just really need that iron deposit. We really need that iron deposit. But we also need way more men as well. So we will just bring back our army for now. And then we will get into a battle with us, so don't worry too much about that. And also having all that extra food as well is a big, big help. I mean, our population is growing and stuff, which is good. Probably going to move this guy off. Because what can we build like a church now or something that would help? Yeah, we can get a church up and running. Let's probably build that. Let's start building that with that. Can we build any more troops as well? Can I increase the size of this army? There we go, good. Yeah, I can increase the size of it. Just no swords, really. I guess we could add like a bunch of peasants to it just to add some numbers. But yeah, there's no real other men we can get. So it's whether we not want to just like spam out like... I think it's probably worth it though, right? We'll take like 300 peasants. Just to give us some extra numbers, and that will probably allow us to win a battle. We'll take all the extra battle. Yeah, so we'll wait another turn or two just so we can get some more bowmen into a unit. I mean, we're just going to spam a bunch of peasants and just go for it, I think. Like maybe 2 groups of peasants, and that'll be enough. We just need something to kind of absorb damage for our better units. So if that's the case, let's move this guy down here. Let's just try and get as many bows as possible. And we'll just hammer the enemy at range. Cool, let's do that. Yeah, I attacked it, and I was like, oh my god, they have so many more men than I would expect them to. Because until we get that good iron mine, I mean, I guess we could buy some iron as well. Yeah, I mean, that's something we could definitely do as well, as we do have 700 gold, right? So yeah, let's buy it. Let's buy, I don't know, let's buy like 100 iron. That way we can get a bunch more men. And maybe we need to buy some more armor as well. Yes, we can't buy that much. So I don't know, let's buy like 60 armor. Oh, sorry, 60 iron. We could just buy the weapons straight out. I mean, the weapons are expensive though. The armor, sorry, is expensive. Yeah, so we'll probably just do this. We could buy some more wheat as well, but I don't think we'll need it. And do we have anything good to sell? Don't think so. We could buy some more. We actually have a lot of swords, but yeah, we don't have the armor. So let's just buy another 20 armor just for our... Oh, we're a little bit short. Okay. Let's just build like 15 then. Perfect, cool. So build some more iron, so that means we can now change over, get some... is it armor we need for the good units? For these boys? It is, right? Yeah. Yes, save the army. It's a little bit upgraded, just a few more swords. So let's change this over to armor. That'll give us another 44. So we'll have another 44 good infantry, and we can go from there. Okay, I think that'll be plenty. Yeah, I think that'll be plenty. Also, how do I get wool from my sheep? They reduce milk, but not as great. They can be eaten as well. Sheep yields produce yield wool needed for light armor. Oh yes, we're getting... So now we have enough sheep, we are now getting wool as well. Perfect. So they produce less milk, but they also give us wool and... which we need for light armor, obviously. So that's all good. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go to war. Refugees. Nice, we get another person as well. Perfect. That's great. We're gonna probably spend them 250 pops on some peasants to go and die for us. We'll continue working on our church. Probably bring a guy over here as well just to help out. We'll give one there, leave one on the wood still. Probably don't need 2 people on the smithy. And we'll change, obviously, our desire, because until we have that iron production coming in, you can get some spears as well. Okay, let's fill up this army then, so we can have way more bowmen. We could also just have another division of bowmen. We'll have that many. 100 swords. Yeah, 100 swords, and then a bunch of peasants. We can actually have that many peasants. Why? Oh, gold? Yeah, we don't have enough gold now. Okay. Either way, this will be good. So we'll lose some pop. Happiness will go down. We're spending basically all of our gold here, all of our weapons. But this is the army. This is the army we need. God damn it. Yeah, we'll do this. This should be enough, I'm hoping. Maybe. Spend general experience? What does general experience do? Oh, cool. You can see you can add cards. That's kind of cool. So as you upgrade your general, you can add stuff to your deck, which will do stuff. That's kind of cool. Take aim. Stakes for next time. Cavalry attack. Don't really need that. Barrage. Minor amount of damage. Shoot area. Target 3 slots of enemy and do 60% of regular damage. Seems pretty good. We'll pick that one. Can we pick that one? How do I purchase it? Or do I have to take these? No, these aren't available. Oh, is it only these ones I can get until we level up? Oh, no, it's probably these ones, right? That's some good bonuses. Ladders are kind of cool to storm the walls. We will take our first strike. If we can. Yeah, we'll take first strike. Boom. Take aim. You lose initiative, but you gain a bunch of damage. Don't have any mounted units. Take initiative as well. We'll take that one. Yeah, cool. Save cards to deck, sure. We'll add some more. That's kind of cool. And then we'll confirm this army as well. Yep, save the army. All right, 4. So it's basically double our ranks. I don't know what I've done. There you go. Let's take the army. Let's bring it down. And then next turn we'll go in. It'll probably still be a hard battle. But it'll be fine. We could also even increase more peasants if we wanted to and just sell some stuff. But we have a lot of wood here as well. Is wood selling? Is he buying? Oh, he's not. Oh, he is buying wood. For 2. Yeah, we could definitely sell some. Make some cash so we can buy some more peasants. Let's sell half our wood to this guy. Yeah, and then we'll buy some more peasants as well. Yeah, way more peasants now. Just like a fat stack of like 400 peasants. It's probably too many, right? Let's like I did a 300 stack. Because we'll probably lose 1 pop from building, 1 population, 1 like worker. from doing this, but this way our army's just a lot scarier. Yeah. So we'll bring it down to the south now. Yeah, so we lost someone, we lost a bunch of guys, I think. Yeah, we lost a dude working on our smithy. But that's fine. We'll have a church bishop going soon. Nice. It's Emma Tournament. Let's make our way south for our battle. To claim the regions in the south. Our army is now moved, which is good. So next turn, yeah, you can see we just lost the person working on our quarry as well, because everyone's, you know, being conscripted into the army. So we'll go there next turn. I still want to try and get this church up and running before we work on any stone or anything. Food is still in a fine situation. We're making plenty of sheep now. And that's giving us some good wool income. Wood's okay. We sold a lot of it, right? So let's just move our army in. Nothing else for us to do in our kingdom. And let's expand. Cool. So they'll obviously muster their army as well now. Attacking in winter. What's not to love? Nice. Birth rate's up. That's good. They've got a big army as well. So obviously we'll fight the battle. God damn it. It's going to be a little bit scary. So we're loading into the battle now. And basically you fight on the campaign map with your units. Kind of like Civ, Heroes of Might and Magic style. You move them around. It's a cool system. I think it adds a nice little flavour to the game. You obviously deploy your men, so this is what we've deployed so far, and we deploy one unit at a time. Okay. Well, archers in the forest, I think, will be a good setup. They'll deploy their peasants there. We're going to protect ourselves. Can we deploy... Oh, yes, we can deploy pretty far up if we wanted to get in their face. I think I'll just play a bit around my siege camp, because if we lose our siege camp, that's pretty bad. I might deploy here on the peasants. They've got some more of their spearmen down there. I'll just deploy my peasants there. We've got some crossbows there. We have to choose what unit we put our general in. So we'll put him in this unit. We get some cards, first strike, and target all. Cool, cool, cool. So they're going to use some bowmen first. They just use a card to buff it up. What's it going to do? I assume it's going to take a shot at me. Yeah, some pretty gnarly damage. What our bows can shoot now. I'll probably try and focus down their missiles. Obviously, their general's going to be pretty good to kill. But I think we'll try and kill the general, yeah, we'll also, can we play a card as well? Onto these guys. So these guys will have first strike. So if they get attacked, they will be able to do, yeah, do a lot of damage. And let's start working down their archers. 39 damage is really good. When we have our spearmen going in. Hit them from the flank. Take a little bit of damage back, but nothing bad. And they also still have first strike as well. Now a bunch of their units are going to be able to activate. Hopefully, nothing too crazy. I mean, we still have a lot of men, right? I mean, it's going to hopefully they hold their lines. No, they're going to move up and attack our general. Oh, he took a lot of damage. Luckily, we have people around here to help, so yeah, we actually take a lot of damage. Target unit gets more initiative. I think I really want my bows to go. Oh, so it's just for these guys. Yeah, we'll give these guys more initiative, so at least they go first. And they can do some damage to this unit. We could also go and just break their peasants. Yeah, let's do that. Let's try and break their peasant unit. Morale is going down, which is good. And we have our swords as well. Could just retreat my general unit back a little bit. Obviously, we could exchange, and we'd exchange fine. But they have a lot of units going next. So let's just fall back a little bit to our defensive area. We're going to leave our missiles kind of a bit vulnerable. I was hoping the AI would shift more of their men over. Yeah, they're going to go after my... Oh, they can't attack, though. That's good. If they go after our archers, they can't attack. They're just going to fall back inside the city, reform. Crossbow's probably not in range of anything, which is amazing. Then we just work down that left flank. They're actually falling back a little bit. I imagine they'll probably be going in for an attack on my peasantry. It's fine, though. Peasants have already done their job. Oh, no, they're pushing forward. Okay, that's good for us. Now we can surround their general, hit him with everything we've got, and go from there. Obviously, their missiles are going after these guys. Not a bad plan. So basically get everyone to go. Their archers will go soon as well. Oh, we could just kill their archers. But I really need to work down that general so I can bring my one up. So obviously killing these peasants would be nice as well. Let's work down their general, though. 23 damage on him. So bring back this unit. So they're probably going to go after my archers. But then we can come in and deal with them, I'm hoping. 60 damage. Wow, that's painful. only 4 back as well. I wouldn't mind seeing like a zone of control thing as well in this game. And our general's back now as well. Yeah, they can exchange pretty nicely with their general unit. Fair enough formation, but they've played a card, so it's kind of cool that I can't see their cards either. And my archers though taking an absolute pounding. Losing morale as well. But luckily they've kind of brought a lot of their men back, I guess, to try and outflank. So we actually have a good advantage here. And their crossbows haven't done anything all game. Now they're being brought up though. Cool. So my peasantry, we could also move in here and just try and kill their general. Or try and just break their line. So their marchers, and they also have some cards on them as well, which means they're not going to take much damage at all either. Yeah, +1 in formation and can retaliate, and we'll lose way more men. So I think we'll just continue to try and break these peasants. Somehow they're not broken yet. And feel free just to shoot my peasants. Nope. Oh my god, it's still in range. Luckily no damage though. And I really need to kill this guy before he goes again. Luckily my spears go before him. Can we also retreat? I think if we retreat, we're going to still take damage. And we just do so little damage and then he retaliates as well. Let's just break this unit of peasants. Hopefully it'll cause them some issues. We also have no cards as well. I think I wrecked up my cards as well. Just do no damage to him whatsoever. Yeah, his cards are much better than mine. His morale's really high. Would take 17 damage. Just not worth it. So I know maybe just killing a peasant unit is not good enough. We need to be working down his bigger ones, especially with his crossbows being brought up. And maybe I should have just stayed there in the combat because now he's going to fight my general. Luckily, though, my general does a great job at killing him, yeah. And that's a huge morale debuff to his army as well. What's happening? The people's army has lost a small percentage of its strength and its morale is affected. Hopefully that means his units will break. And our general can come in and hopefully finish his... I could also... I think we need to try and kill his general. So he attacks first, which is fine. But we basically kill him now. He's got barely any men left. Obviously my archers are going to take a hit. I think we have this one. Our morale is still struggling a little bit, but... we've still got enough, I think. Archers, yeah, my archers have been sacrificial lambs here. Okay, peasants will be enough to break them, or we could just get on their archers. Let's go on their archers. Oh, god damn it. That was really unfortunate. They had a special card there, caltrops, which meant we struggled a lot. Oh, that's going to hurt. Luckily, we're in the forest, though, so that gives us a bit of protection against missiles. But their archers are going to hurt. Luckily, they don't really have too much left here. At least we can attack back as well. That's kind of good. Because we're so close range, they have to attack. And yeah, let's kill their general now. Oh, he only takes 2 damage? Oh, come on. How does he only take 2 damage? These guys should die just simply... they're trying to go for my siege camp. Because if they kill my siege camp, they take a lot of my morale away. Yep, that's going to hurt all my morale. Look at that. Our army is struggling and a lot of my units are routing, all because they broke my camp. I should have left more men there. I think I lose the battle now because my morale has dropped so much. Even though we're so close to winning as well. My archers are going to break now as well. God damn it. I should have put my general in the camp. They do so much damage to me now as well. So much more damage because my morale is so low. My units are dwindling. And we obviously lose all our initiative as well. I think we lose. So the battle system's actually pretty complex. With just 2 units as well. If only I messed up and used all my cards. I rebuilt my deck by mistake. If I had all the other cards, I think we would have won. At least we can attack back and kill some of these guys. That might break them. We gain a bit more morale. If they attack me, I kill his general, which is good. No, he's just going to pass, which is sensible. If my units don't fully break, we can kill their general next turn. No, my morale is just too bad. I don't think we can literally we're just waiting to die now. And we can't even attack as well. Oh, there's nothing we can do. Morale is just too low. Oh, our general can attack? Perfect. Let's take back our camp. Does this rebuild it? No. Oh, nice. Well, he's doing his own thing, but at least... Oh, decoyed. God damn it. Their cards are too better than mine. I really shouldn't have built my own deck. That was stupid of me. But, I mean, maybe our general can just win everything. I mean, it's going to be kind of painful. Is there anything we can do to, like, stop this camp from burning? No, I don't think so. We could also just retreat if we wanted to. Why can't I just attack directly? So anything, we can't do anything with our deck. We have no more cards. He still has some cards left. I guess for honor and glory. At least these guys are back now. We just do no damage to them because we're so broken. And then yeah, his spears are going to come in. So this was actually a really close battle. I think if we didn't have our camp get burnt to the ground and our morale didn't drop too low, we would have killed their general, caused basically what they're doing to me, to them, and we could have gone from there. But I think what we'll do is we will just concede defeat right there and give up. Yeah, that's really fun though. It's kind of a cool battle system. I like the way that obviously as you get bigger and bigger, you'll grow and your settlements will get stronger and you'll have like better walls and stuff. So that was really, really cool. And I think that's where we're probably going to end the video. You guys got a good glimpse of how Rising Lords work. I do recommend picking it up, especially if you have some friends to play with, as this is multiplayer. And you can play some pretty big regions, and obviously when you have multiple armies moving around, cool battles and stuff, it can get really, really cool. So definitely recommend you guys check it out, and I'll see you guys in the next one.